What do you think,
Well,
Stacey?
biologically, I do think... Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Biologically, I think that women are born nurturers. They're regarded as nurturers, and that's not to say that some men make, you know, really good nurturers as well, but I just think fundamentally, and just set the scene a bit, I mean, back in my day of having children, for example, I mean, men weren't even allowed to come into the birthing, never mind anything else. So I think that, you know, traditionally, certainly I've grown up with the idea that, bottom line, I'm the nurturer, but that's not to take away from men as well.
I don't know, sometimes my opinions are not very popular because I don't feel that that is fundamentally true. I feel like as a mum and as a woman, when I gave birth to my first child, I didn't automatically feel like a nurturer. I didn't automatically feel like I've got this because that's what I'm born to do and made to do. And, you know, I have experienced...
You were very young, though, with your first, weren't you?
Yeah, but I still don't think that it's it's instilled in everybody and it's primal. And
No.
I think that we're, as parents, I think that sometimes when we neglect how well a man can be a parent, we say stuff like, yeah, well, men aren't the nurturers, they're sort of the providers and the whatever. And I think that we downplay the role of a father, which is really dangerous in society. And I think that it means that sometimes there'll be cases when women will get the rights to their child without even a looking at the dad when one...
Yeah, no, I think that's wrong, and I think that certainly should be done on case by case.
I think it's more acceptable now. You know, in our day, I don't think our dad saw any of us being born, you know, and mum would be in hospital for 2 weeks and all of that. But, and to be fair, Bernie's husband, Steve, brought Erin up because Bernie was working at the time, and I think Ray did with Ciara for a while.
Yeah.
But I do think that generally, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I think that generally women just... It's a natural instinct.
I don't know if society forces us to think that, though, because we kind of... we're subliminally told that women are the primary
biologically
carers.
we're set for that. It's a biological, physical thing. I'm not taking it away from men. There's a lot of fantastic dads out there who do just as good a job as women. Absolutely, in some cases better than some women. But I think I think that's really worked on, and I just think there's a certain element of that doesn't come naturally. I think they have to work harder at it than a woman.
Actually, a woman I know, sorry, she has her husband stays at home. Well, he's the house husband, and she is the earner, and she is heartbroken because to back up what you're saying about some men is that when her child falls or when she goes in at night, the child runs to the father all the time because he's the carer all day long, and he's there. He's the constant. But I think that, whereas they're great house husbands, I think that's not the normal.
Doesn't that
sort of
just show that it's a cultural thing, though? You know, I look and I think that it's really... There's such a huge divide. There's a huge sexism between the way we class men as parents and women as parents, and we will automatically think that a woman, just societally, we'll think that a woman is a better parent than a man. And I think that is...
I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm
saying
I think it's more natural.
I think it's a natural instinct for a woman to nurture.
But then I would say that
even
even if you went back to caveman times, you know, even if it was natural for the male to go out and provide, isn't that caring? Isn't that another form of caring?
Yes, of course it is.
Looking
But
after...
you know, just to put some of it, the rest of it in perspective as well, is when you hear of a woman killing, a woman murdering, you're so shocked by it because instinctively women are, I mean, biologically born to be nurturers, so more... You think of men kill, but you don't think of women killing. Yes, of course, women do.
That's the same with some divorces when women walk away from, leave their children with their husband, and people are so shocked. How can a mother leave her children? If the man walks away and he's left his children, it's like they're just going to get divorced.
Because society says it's OK. You know, when I had my baby, society told me that I should instantly give birth, it should pop out, and I should be instinctively obsessed and in love with it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's not the point. There's people that... there's lots of people who feel that way, not just at 17.
I know what you're saying, and I don't think women should ever be made to feel guilty if they don't have that. If they don't feel instant, you know, connection with the child, or if they don't want children. You know, there's a lot of women out there who feel they get bullied when they say, actually, I don't want kids, because for women that do, they go, ooh. But I'm just talking on... I think if you did I don't know, some kind of survey, you know, I just think it's when a baby's born and you go to... A woman will go, oh, my God, let me hold it. in my experience, and then I've gone to a man, do you want to hold? They go, oh, God, no, I'll drop it.
Yeah.
It's just that instinctual...
I think
the mere fact you
what you're
carried the
saying,
baby for 9 months.
I absolutely agree with, because I do think there is a difference, but I think that it's instilled in us
Yeah, I
rather than
agree.
it's naturally there. I think that we kind of tell men that they're not as good, so they sort of shy away from it.
Yeah, but they're not.
A bit more.
But then I could argue that point and say the government are now allowing, you know, men to have more baby time at home.
And so they
Yeah.
should.
And so they should. So things are changing from the day that we were giving birth.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Well, anyway...
Yes.